Alright, so today we are going to be wrenching for the first time on the Harley-Davidson Edition F150. And the reason why we're doing that is because when I got it, I noticed that the transmission fluid was a little bit low, so we added some tranny fluid. But then the question is, well, where did that tranny fluid go? So let me show you guys something. That right there is your transfer case. And there are two little holes. One is here and one is here, and that one's your fill and that one's your drain. And what happens is sometimes the transmission fluid, if a seal goes bad, can actually leak into your transfer case. So what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew that top hole right there, and we're going to see if a whole lot of oil comes out. If a whole lot of fluid comes out, not oil but fluid, then that means that we have the tranny fluid leaking into here, and that's not good. And if only a little bit comes out, then we're okay. So I'm going to set this up so I don't make a big mess, and we're going to see what comes out. Alright, super uncomfortable to record this, but I got some bad news. Took off that drain plug, the one you can see is wet. Sorry, that's actually the fill plug, but it's acting like a drain plug because all of this liquid came out. I'm going to measure that in a measuring cup after and tell you guys exactly how much that is, but it looks like I got a seal in there that I need to get replaced because all of my tranny fluid seems to be draining into my transfer case. Not good. Alright, you guys want to know what disappointment looks like? Here, check this out. Disappointment is when you buy yourself a truck and you got this much worth of tranny fluid that has overflowed into your transfer case. So how much is that exactly? We're going to find out. I got a measuring cup. I'm going to just keep scooping stuff out, pouring it into there, and at the end I'm going to count it all up and let you guys know just how much extra transmission fluid I found in my transfer case. Alright, sorry if the view from the tripod isn't the best. My priority here is just trying to not make a mess all over the shop and all over myself. Alright, I got my gloves, and since I have a tendency of making a mess with basically everything I do involving any kind of fluid, I got some rags nearby too. So I think for starters I'm just gonna dump that in there. And we got about 750 milliliters. So there's almost a liter right there. Yeah, that's all the liquid. It's another 500. So there's 200. So we did 750, 500, 200. And finally, another 700. Well, I was hoping that I would be able to show you guys how to change the transfer case fluid, but it looks like I have another problem to resolve first, because probably as we speak right now, I might just have tranny fluid leaking back into my transfer case all over again. I think in the end I took out something like 3 liters. I'll post whatever the total was over here somewhere so you guys can see how much it ended up being. But basically there is a seal by the transfer case that's going to have to be taken apart, seal replaced, put back together again. So not looking forward to that, but you know, the truck's not on the road yet, and this is why I bought the truck before selling my car, because I figured in case anything came up, I wanted time to prep the truck. I'm going to be using the truck for a lot of work, moving a lot of motorcycles. So this is all part of that process. I'm not really too bummed out about it. I kind of expected something was a little bit up, but as long as it's just, you know, a pretty cheap seal, and hopefully I can figure it out or find someone who can help me, maybe Dennis. Yeah, should be all right. Anyway, stay tuned. More fun motorcycle adventures, kind of. Okay, before I start the video, look at the size. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at the size of this guy. What is he doing? What are you doing? Ah!